Hello. Another lovely day to be out on the bike, sort of. I love the weather forecasts and, temperature, and then it feels like. Well, today my bike is telling me it is 10 degrees, but it feels like, damn, it's cold. I would say it feels like about 2 degrees. So, 1 or 2 days into November, and all of a sudden the temperature changes and it feels like winter. So out again today. Got a few bits done already, so now I'm just having a spin for myself. That and the fact that Lucky Luke decided to nominate me to do this game of fours, I think is what it's called. So you get 4 questions. Oh, there's actually 5 questions. And you have to give 4 answers to each question. So hopefully I will remember the questions. So question 1 was 4 favourite foods. Now, I don't think it actually specified whether it's foods as in ingredients or foods as in meals. So I'm going to go creative and go with meals. And for those of you who don't know me, which is probably just about everybody on my subscriber list, don't know me too well, I love food and I love to cook. So number 1 on my favourite foods, something I really love to cook: pan-fried duck breast and risotto, either a mushroom risotto or a pea risotto, and I think it's just delicious. Quick food, takes about 20 minutes to cook, about 5 minutes more than that for preparation, but it is dead quick food and it is absolutely delicious. And it's cheap too. I like eating cheap, especially when it's good food. Okay, so number 2, spaghetti bolognese. Cook this frequently, absolutely love it. Again, quick meal to cook, dead simple. You make it as to how you like it, and some people like it a bit spicy, some people like it a bit sweet. I just like mine, I really do. Number 3. I'll have to say this because we've got an absolutely brilliant butcher's beside us, and the meat out of there is all top quality. I'm going to go with medium rare fillet steak, some homemade triple cooked chips. Triple cooked chips are just delicious. So what you do is you steam them for a few minutes, about 5 minutes, just to give a little edge on them, and you deep fry them in low temperature oil, so about 130, and you let them rest a little, and then you fry them again in hot oil, so 190, and man, they come out crispy and fluffy on the inside, and it is just heavenly. And you can pair that then with fried egg and or fried mushrooms and onions. Absolutely delicious. Comfort food. So that's 3. And number 4. Now, as the one says, you can't beat an old Sunday roast. And I love an old, probably a roast leg of lamb, or a roast chicken. So today I'm going to go for roast leg of lamb. Again, not cooked too much, medium, bit of pink in the middle still. You do that with good old roast potatoes. Again, you'd steam them a little bit, let them open up a bit, and then roast them off in some goose fat is the best, I find. Duck fat is also very good, and they just come out absolutely delicious. That one takes a bit of time and prep preparation, but you know, you can't beat it now. Sunday roast, bit of gravy, bit of broccoli or asparagus. Have to have the vegetables in there as well. So that will be my 4 foods. The next one is 4 drinks. Now, again, they weren't exactly broken up into there's no specifications, so we'll go for non-alcoholic and then alcoholic, as you do. Non-alcoholic, top of the list, strawberry milkshake. Can't beat it. Love an old strawberry milkshake. I think the best strawberry milkshake, or even strawberry malt around, is Eddie Rockets. McDonald's is okay, but there's also nothing nicer than a homemade. A bit of Hershey strawberry syrup, ice cream. You can even throw in a few real strawberries just to blend it all up together. Second to that would have to be a smoothie. You just throw loads and loads of fruit in together, blend it all up with a bit of ice. On a summer's day, absolutely the business. Next, I'm partial to a glass of dilute blackcurrant or dilute orange. And if you want to be really creative, mix the blackcurrant and orange together. I know people are going to start thinking about this one, going, what the? Yeah, give it a try, see if you like it. Blackcurrant and orange, dilute, mixed up, bit of water, Bob's your uncle. And then one thing I just can't resist every now and then, a glass of milk. Keep it simple, absolutely delicious, very healthy, very good for you. So they would be my 4 drinks. And when we go to the alcoholic section, Carlsberg would be top of my list. They're probably the best lager. I don't know if it's probably the best lager in the world, but I drink it and I like it. Next will come Guinness. You can't beat a pint of Guinness. But then again, you need to know where you're getting your Guinness from. I don't drink Guinness when I travel. Especially don't drink Guinness when I go to the US, because it just tastes like muck. Not nice at all. So I save my Guinness drinking from when I'm home. And normally when I come home after a trip to the US, I tend to go for a pint of Guinness after I've had a lovely pint of milk. And those will be my drinks when I get home from being anywhere. A great place to stop. So we go Carlsberg, Guinness. Next would be Heineken. I like Heineken. Now, I suppose the other side of things is I cover a lot of rugby in my photography. So the 2 biggest rugby tournaments over here would be the Guinness Pro 12. There's always a few free cans of Guinness hanging around. And then the Heineken PRC Champions Cup. So, when somebody's giving me 3 pints of Heineken, I'll take them. Not a problem. So, next on my list, I suppose I'm not really a man for spirits. I tend to stick to the beers and lagers. Try most things, but I suppose I can nearly fall back on the European drinks because I know what I'm going to get. So I suppose number 4 on that list would have to be even Smithwick's. It's a while since I've had a good pint of Smithwick's, but yeah, it's up there on the list. So the next question, if I remember, 4 places I've lived. Well, I'm going to give you 3 locations in Ireland. Where I was born, Dunleary. Where I spent some of my life would be Drogheda. Where I spent another section of my life would be Bettystown. back to Dublin. Outside of Ireland, the only place I've lived would be a place called Prescott, Arizona. And there's people getting out their maps going, where the hell is Prescott, Arizona? And it's in the slightly northwest of Phoenix, Arizona. Lovely place. And I've been back twice, and it has changed a hell of a lot since I lived there. Well, that's bound to happen anyway, no matter where you've lived. So, 4 places you've lived. 4 locations. I suppose these would be holiday locations. The furthest I've gone would be Hawaii. Loved Hawaii. Didn't like Oahu that much, but liked Hawaii itself, the big island. Much more relaxed. I found Oahu very Japanese, full of Japanese. Whereas the big island was much more relaxed. You could take it easy, a lot more to do. One side of the island gets all the sun, or most of the sun, and the other side of the island gets a hell of a lot of rain. So that's the furthest I've been. Other than that, places I love, I'm going to say Vancouver, Canada. I have some good friends over there in and around Vancouver, and it's a place I've visited many times, and I really like it. It's very, I know they're not going to like this, it's very Irish, it's very relaxed, easygoing, lovely, friendly people. Next, I know, really, whatever I say, I'm going to get slated by my American friends. Because, oh, do you not like this best? Do you not like this best? I suppose location number 3 would be, I'm going to actually say South Carolina. I was there last year and just loved the place. Again, everyone was just so friendly and helpful. I really liked it. And the food is different. Something I was pleased to get. American food tends to be big portions and not great tasting food. It tastes alright, but it doesn't taste great. Wouldn't have the flavour we have. But I just found the food over there really nice. Really lovely people. And it was great to meet some friends again over there. And then 4th place, well, as the man says, there is no place like home, and that is just so true. There really is no place like home. I love Ireland. For all its faults, and it has plenty, believe me, home is the best. So whenever I travel, I do love getting back home again. So 4 locations. Next question would be, where I am and where I'm going. 4 names I go by. The obvious one, Paul, Pablo, Paolo. Seems to be 3, and a 4th one would be Walshy, Walshy. Surname Walsh, so Walshy. Yeah, not very exciting, but hey, that's me. Right, where are we going? I think that's the questions. That's the 5 questions. Hopefully I answered them all right. I will nominate 4 people in the comments section below, since I'm out on the bike and I can't think of 4 people off the top of my head to nominate. I better check if they've already been nominated or I've done it before. But as I was saying, it's another great day to be out on the bike. It's telling me it's 9.5, 10 degrees. I don't believe it. I'm cold. I put an extra layer on this morning. So you can feel that nip in the air. Right now, I was thinking a while ago about going away this time of year, and I would prefer to be there right now than here in many ways. I was going to go to Chicago. At the moment, the Irish rugby team are in Chicago. They play New Zealand there tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Sorry. Today is Friday, so tomorrow is Saturday. Yes, they play New Zealand tomorrow in Chicago. Should be a very good game. But with being made redundant, I decided it would be a little more sensible not to go away on holidays and to keep the money for now. And if I get a job, we'll go on a nice holiday next year. So I know a few of the lads have gone over, and if I was going over, it would have been a toss-up as to whether I go over as just a spectator, or whether I go over and bring my photography gear and go over as a photographer. I suppose the other side of things is that I have needed a work permit to photograph over there. It's an interesting question. I probably should have investigated that one as well. But anyway, didn't go, not going. So I would like to be there right now. I believe weather in the US at the moment is a bit confusing. Some days it's really bitterly cold, and some people have snow, and other days it's nice and mild. But either way, it would be cold. Chicago's also another great city. I've been before. Yeah, of my travels to the US, I've been through, on last count, it was 28 different US states. So I'm trying to expand that every time I go over where possible. It seems to be most of the center of the US that I haven't done. What some people call the flyover states, because you guessed it, you tend to fly over them. I do a lot of travel. I tend to get away to the US once a year, and some years it's twice a year. So it just all depends on whatever else is going on and available finances more than anything else. So that's my jaunt today. The old US election coming up. I'm not sure when I'll be in the US next, depending on who gets elected and what starts happening about immigration and visitors and this, that, and whether Trump gets elected. It could get complicated. If Clinton gets elected, it'll be pretty much the same as it is for me anyway. So we shall wait and see. Only another week to go before we know what's going on over there. After that, God help us all. Okay, talk to you guys later. Take care.